welcome to Gemma B Makes. I'm Gemma and this is my crafty channel where I talk about all the things that I've been making. It's a very different episode this time. I'm new in a new spot. I like to think this is season 2 of Gemma's podcast. I know people that have been with me a long time know that I always sit in front of my books, but over the summer holidays, we've had lots of changes at home. We've got bunk beds for the boys, David's got an office, and this space is free at the back of the office. So it's a little bit echoey at the minute because it's got no decorations. It's a complete just magnolia walls. I had a little turn at painting yesterday with James. He did this masterpiece, obviously. No, I'm kidding. Oh, my phone. No. We don't need to answer that. I need my ringer on, guys, because although the boys are back at school, I have taken a long time getting ready this morning and I don't have much time to talk to you. This is standard welcome to the shit show. That's that's all I can say. Yeah, no, so me and James had a little bit of painting time yesterday. He did lots of lovely, beautiful, colourful squiggles, and I tried to do a little bit of something for the wall just to break up the starkness of it. I'm not sure if I like it yet, but this is my happy place. This is me knitting by a campfire. I liked it. I need to decide whether I actually like it and I can pop it in a frame and put it up, or we can see what else we can do with the room. But yeah, this is my new space. I really like it. I do have to share it with David. I'm not sure how I feel about that, but that's all right. He's out for the day today. He's working from the office. So today, this is my space. Yeah, I want to tell you about all the things that I've been making. So the summer, I haven't spoken to you guys since July. The kids have been off. We've had a really nice summer. We went camping quite a few times. We went up into the Dales. What else did we do? We've been on day trips out. We've had some lovely family time. We've been to the beach, and so it's been really, really nice summer. I haven't managed to talk to you guys, but I have been doing still lots of making. I'm not going to have a chance to tell you all about it today because there is lots, and everything seems to have just finished at the same time. So I'm going to start with my sewing, and I've got some knitting to show you, some whips. I've got no finished objects in the yarn department, but I've got quite a few sewing. So I'm going to start with the sewing first. So I'll start with what I'm wearing here. So this is the Zadie jumpsuit by Paper Theory. So I've made one of these before. I can't remember if I showed it on the podcast. I'm sure I did. I made one with sleeves. I got, anyway. This is the second time I've made it. I made the sleeveless option this time in this polyester. I'm so happy with how this fits, guys. So I'm going to put a little video of me prancing around in the garden. I sewed this in a polyester fabric. It's really, really thin. It's really, really flowy. It feels like you can't feel it on your skin. It's really, really comfortable. I need one of these in every single colour. It's very simple to sew. I made a few mistakes on the first one, which is why I don't often wear it. I've shortened the rise and lengthened the leg a little bit on this pair. And they seem to fit much better, and I'm going to, in fact, I think I could take the rise up just a tiny little bit more for the next time, but I'm definitely going to be making this pattern again. It's really, really comfortable. It was brilliant for the summer. It was like it feels like you've got no clothes on. It's not so much now that it's starting to get a little bit chillier. It's probably going to get put away in my wardrobe for the summer. But I'm really happy that I made this. It has definitely had some use this summer, especially in the heat. It's really, really nice. If you can see this, I've got a little bit of a scrap, but just how it moves. So, 2 scraps. So that's, you see, and that's the wrong side. It's not got much stretch to it, but it's it has on the bias. It's got a little bit of give, but it's lovely. It's really comfy. I'm really happy that I made it. And like I said, I will definitely be making more for the summer next year. I don't know if it'd really work in a thicker fabric. Like, I feel that it's comfortable because it's so drapey. Maybe in a jersey or something. I'll have to have a look. There were loads on Instagram. I fell in love with the hashtag on Instagram is brilliant. It makes you feel like it can suit any body type. So I was happy with that. I need to take some pictures of this actually. But yes, so as well as sewing my Zadie, I also finished my coat. So my winter coat that I was sewing last year, that I got the fabric for my birthday last year. It was just my birthday last week again, and for the day, David took the day off work and we went out for breakfast in the morning and had cronuts, which are amazing. It's like a cross between a croissant and a donut, and they had like lots of different flavours. It was absolutely delicious. So coffee and cronuts for breakfast, and then I spent the day sewing on my Kelly anorak. So I purchased this pattern 2 years ago now. This is the second time I've made the coat. The first time I made it in a green twill, and in fact it's dead now. I wore it every single day of the year, and I've killed it. It's died a terrible, terrible death. But yes, so this is the second one that I have made. I explained a lot about the process a lot last year. Like September, October time last year was when I actually started it, and at the beginning of the summer it was starting to get to the point where it was big and bulky, and I really wanted to do other things. I wanted to sew other things, and I didn't really need a winter coat. So on my birthday I pulled it all out and I managed to get it finished, and actually I didn't have as much to do as I thought I did. I managed to do the sewing in the day while David played with James, and then we went and picked up the boys after school and we went out for something to eat, and it was a really, really nice day. I had a very nice birthday this year. I didn't usually, for the past 2 years, I've received the fabric to make my coat. This year I didn't. I got wool to go to Yarndale, which is next week. I'm so excited. Actual in life festival. I'm really looking forward to it. So yes, here is a video of me after talking about it for such a long time. Here's a video of me prancing around in the garden in my coat. Okay, a few little truth bombs are going to start dropping now. So I think I explained last time. The last time I made this coat, I lined it with a really thin lining material. And this time I have quilted Liberty lawn. So it is really, really thick and warm and cosy, and it's very comfortable. However, I started making this coat last year, and there's been more pandemic, and might have gained a little bit of weight. So with the added bulk of the quilted lining and a little bit of extra quilted body, it is a little snug. It does fit nice and it's still wearable, it's not uncomfortable, but there's a bit of I could have done with doing a full bust adjustment, I think. Everything else is okay, but there's a bit of I could have done with a little bit more room in the bust, but it's absolutely fine. I'm comfortable with a jumper underneath. I made sure of that, so I can wear a knitted jumper and that as well. Oh, it's really, really warm. I'm really impressed with that. I'm so happy with how it's turned out. It's in a waterproof, so it's all waterproof. There was a waterproof material and super duper warm. The pattern does call for rivets, like press studs down. I never did it with the first one, and it never bothered me that they weren't there. I think I could really mess it up by putting I don't have a tool, I'd need to hammer, and that it's not so terrifying. I think I could do it. I don't see the need. There's no need. I like it how it is. So I'm really happy. So there you go. That is my 2 big finished objects in sewing. Racing on through. Okay, I think I will race on through. I have set an alarm. I do have to go pick James up at 11:30 and it is 11:15. Okay, I didn't give myself much time to do this, did I? I'm just going to race through. It's really nice to just be able to catch up and sit down, and actually, because I've been this whole time going, I need to podcast, but I've got nothing to show. I've got so much to show because I can kind of keep it all collected in one place, and I went to go collect it all to bring it upstairs into the new space. So actually, there is a lot. So I've split it. I haven't brought any spinning, and I've got some crocheted finished objects, and I haven't brought them either. So it's just knitting. So spinning, sewing and knitting. So I'm going to start with my first whip. Is kept in a bag from the Fibre Fox. I love this bag, it's perfect. This is the Elton cardigan by Joji Locatelli. It is in a state of not at all cardigan type. Oh my goodness, look at this. Please don't do that. Why have you done that? Okay. So we have a shoulder and another shoulder, if you can kind of see that. So this is the progress that I've done so far. I've got the top yoke, if you will. I have a little bit more to do on this side to make it so it's even, and then I do believe, I haven't read on in the pattern, but I do believe you join in the round then, and then it's one long big piece back and forth around to the bottom, I think. There's some increases on this side, and as I was doing them I was like, oh, it doesn't really match up with the other side, what have I done? And I've realised that instead of increasing on the next side, how you're supposed to, I've put them here on this side. So it goes, I thought it was an armpit and it's not, it's a collar. So I've actually, as soon as I finish this, I'm going to have to rip this bit out. I've never ripped out more hair before. I've heard it's a bitch. I might just cut it off and then I can put that bit in the bag, and then if I need it at the end I might rip it back out, and then I've got a little, I don't want to rip it out. So yeah, a little bit of surgery required. It's quite annoying, but yeah, I got into it. I did cast it on and I did think I'm not going to enjoy this, but actually I think it was because it was hot and I was trying to knit with more hair while it was warm, and now that it's cooled down a little bit, I find it quite easy to work with. It was just when you get a little bit sweaty, it don't work very well. But actually, when it's cool and it's nice, it's really enjoyable. So I'm knitting. The yarn that I'm using is my own hand-dyed yarn that I've done at home. I think it's just a merino. In fact, I don't know what it is because it was in a bargain bin from Yarndale a couple of years ago. I think it's merino. It might be a blend. It might have a bit of nylon in it, but I don't think it does. And the mohair is Milshire yarns, and this is in the Dean colourway. It's very nice, and it is 72% kid mohair and 28% silk. It's very nice. Oh, I'm seeing a problem with this. Excuse my bust. It's fine when you're moving. Yeah, so thoroughly enjoyable, although I'm going to have to do a little bit of frogging. But this has been the project that I've been working on quite recently, and I've been enjoying doing that. It lived in a bag for the summer, but I've just picked it back up again, so it's nice. What else have we got going on? Okay. Oh, it's is much comfier up here than it is downstairs on the floor. It'd be better if there wasn't the guts of a jukebox around my feet so I could actually get in. David's going to move this soon, but yeah, I'm excited for my new space. Anyway, sorry, this is a new whip that we haven't seen before. This is kept in one of my own handmade bags. This is the Wool and Honey jumper by Andrea Mowry, and it is for my mum for her birthday. She knows she's getting it. She's even seen it. She even bought the wool. She said she'd quite like a jumper, and at the time I was thinking about doing my mum one anyway. And then my friend Gwen had a de-stash of yarn, and this yarn, which is, I have absolutely no idea because it's all downstairs. What a rookie move. It's a blend of wool and acrylic. I think it might be a 70-30 or something. It's heritage or something. I'm not going downstairs. I haven't got time to do this. I'll show you it next time. But it's a really, really soft. It's really nice to work with. And this is the sweater so far. So where's the back? Let's have a little look. Oh, that is the round. So this is the back. So I don't know if you can see that. Oh, no, you cannot. Here we are. It is the coolest pattern. I'm just about to split for the sleeves. I think I've got another couple of rounds to go. I think it finishes off these little hexagons. Yeah, to make it look like a honeycomb. It looks really, really lovely. The wool is really nice. It's really, really soft. I think my mum is going to love this. I really hope it fits. I think I'm knitting the 3rd size. I might even be knitting the 2nd size. I didn't swatch for it, but I have been counting my gauge as I've been going through, and I am hitting gauge. So hopefully it should fit just nice. My mum's a lot smaller than me, and I want it to fit her nice. So yeah, this is really good. These, when I looked at this pattern, I really did think that those stitches were going to be really hard. I was like, I don't understand how you do them, and they are so simple. They are wrapped stitches. So when you come to do a knit, you, instead of wrapping and pulling through, you wrap around 3 times, and then the next time you just slip it, and eventually, and then you catch it again, like 3 rows down. It's very clever. It's very clever. It's the first time I've done that stitch before, and I really do like how effective it is. And I've been enjoying that one a lot. It was, even though it looks quite complicated, it's quite good for out and about, because it's, in reality, it's just knits and purls and slip stitches. So it is actually quite easy to follow along. What else have I been doing? Okay, I'll tell you what I've not been doing. This is another one of my own handmade bags. In here we have this absolutely stunning Vivacious 4-ply. I think that's what it's called. I've not got the ball bands. It's fibre space, Vivacious 4-ply, and I can't remember the colour names at all, I'm sorry. It's the Mystery Crochet Along MCAL. It was the kit that came with the end twine shawl. And I want to show you I was really looking forward to this. I want you to show my progress. This completed weeks ago. This is how much I did before I realised I don't like it. I don't, the mosaic crocheting, I don't know, I just didn't like doing it. It won't bringing me in, it won't appealing. And the pattern itself, because I've never done mosaic crochet before, I couldn't read the pattern properly and I couldn't work out. I did this by looking at the photographs. Oh, falling. So I could kind of read it and I could kind of see what you had to do. So I've done this bit right, but I couldn't work out how that translated into the text. And that, do you know what? My mind was a little bit of a shed at the time. So I was like, do you know, I'm not feeling it right now. Just put away and look at it another time when you can actually understand words. I did that 3 times. I'd bring it back out again and I'd have another go. And the yarn is really nice, but I couldn't get with the mosaic crochet at all. It just wasn't for me. Other people have really enjoyed it though. There's, I think a few people have said the shawl has actually come out quite small. I just had the weirdest bug land on my window. Anyway, it's flying away now. Oh, squirrel. Just so distracted, so easily distracted. Yeah, so the yarn is lovely, but I am going to frog this and I'm going to use this yarn for something else. I'm thinking maybe a woolly worm head hat, because she has got some brilliant patterns. I test knit a few, oh my gosh, must have been last year. Did I show it on the podcast? I'm sure I did. Yeah, I test knit some gloves that matched one of the woolly worm head hats. And if you test knit for the gloves, you got the hat for free. So I might do the hat and I might do the gloves as well, again, to fit me properly. I didn't get the tension right last time and they're just about for Edward. Read the pattern. So yeah, I'm going to say goodbye to the mustery crochet along this year and not let it bother me. Okay, another bag of whoops. In another one of my handmade bags. Oh wow, I need to diversify my bags. They're all made by me. This is a big mess. Do you know? Professional podcasting here. Get yourself a nice new space. Pull all your stitches. Here we go. Okay. Now I showed this, I know I've showed this before. I'm leaning on something that I shouldn't. This is the Galliano sock by Tracy Miller of the Grocery Girls. I'm going to put my hand in so you can see the lace. But how lovely is that? I'm very impressed with it. The yarn is stunning. The yarn is, I talk about this every time, but the yarn is from Lucy Locketland and it was originally a set to make the Magic Toadstool socks. But it's for these socks now. I think these have been hiding in the bottom of my whip pile for a while. I need to bring them back out again because I'm sure it wasn't much more than this the last time I showed. I don't know if I turned the heel last time, but oh, that's a bit of a sad effort, that, isn't it? It's a very long leg though. It's quite a small sock, so it might have to go to someone with a smaller feet. It might have to be an Auntie Sarah. It might have to be a present for her for Christmas. But that's fun because she likes getting socks for Christmas and birthdays. Okay. That was my last whip, I think. Oh, and I've got one more. Look at this big giant whip pile. I've got one more, and this is in Antler and Acorn. This was one of the first project bags that I bought. It's super cute. I love it. And then my mum bought me some little bee pins, and they match the bag perfectly. This has been through the wash about 3 times because it gets really grubby really quickly. It's the one that I tend to like throw around when I'm outside. I'm a greb. Okay, what's inside here? This is another crochet project. And again, it's crochet by the Crochet project. Well, I should get royalties, shouldn't I? This is the Stash of Shells MCAL that I took part in 2 years ago. Was it last year's or was it the year before? I can't remember. And I did one in Handspun yarn. So I've already finished one. I finished another one, which is downstairs again. Oh my goodness. I'll show you it next time because I'll have more of this. And this is a third one. So I've started another one. It's all in Handspun yarn. And what I'm going to do is make them all the same size and I'm going to sew them all together to make a big Handspun blanket. Because I've got lots and lots. So I've got this, it's all kept in this little bag. But then this bag is kept in this big bag of balls. And it's all handspun scraps. So there's loads and loads of just really random colours, all from old projects and leftovers from jumpers. So, and I didn't want to waste it. So it's all going in a big handspun blanket. It's really nice. I'm literally just grabbing the balls out of it and I'm being really scrappy with it. I'm not sure how I feel about this white next to this green. But do you know what? It's in there now. I was just grabbing. It's going to be super scrappy. But yeah, they're all different thicknesses, different textures. I think I'm going to have to save some of the big chunky stuff for the next couple because as I'm using it, my spinning is getting better. I won't say better, but it's all the same jumper weight because that's all I've been spinning. I've been spinning for jumpers. So I have been doing a little bit more spinning, trying to get a little bit more textured yarn. That's all downstairs. I'm not going to show it today because time is getting away from me. Double check. Oh, I've got like 10 minutes and then I need to get ready and go. But I did want to show you guys. So I'm just going to throw all these whips down here. At the beginning of the summer, before the holidays, I was sewing some needle cases to sell on my Etsy shop. And I said I was going to put them in the Etsy shop over the summer. I didn't even finish them. I didn't pull them out of the cupboard until 2 days ago because the boys have been at school and yeah, I've been sewing clothes for myself. So I brought them back out. I wanted to show you guys. Look at this stack. So I've got 6 here. I've got 7. I'll show you these ones because they're very nearly finished. They're all very nearly finished. There's a few bits clipped on and they all need some press studs and some little finishing bits. But I wanted to show you because I'm going to have 6. I'm going to update my Etsy shop on Friday the 24th of September and it's going to have these needle cases in and maybe a few other little notions and pouches. But yes, I think this is the last time I'm going to see you before then. I'll put it on Instagram. I'll remind everybody if you would like a needle case, they will be going on the 24th, the Friday. But here we are. Here's what they look like inside. They've all got little pockets. They will have press studs. Like I said, it's not quite finished. Oh, do you know what? I will show you mine because mine's the same and it's all full. So this one is mine that I use every day. And it's all full with all my needles. So it's got pouches here for circular needles and a big pouch here. We've got all my interchangeables in here, all my crochet hooks, and I have little pockets for, I've got some notions in there and I've got another little stitch markers and I keep my sewing in needle down the side there with random threads that are hanging off. And then they're all close up. So even, because everything's got press studs, I'm just going to click it all back together again. You can actually, the way that I've designed it, you can actually tell the whole thing upside down and nothing will fall out, which is what I wanted. And it all clicks together. A couple of little press studs there, and then it's got a zippy doodle at the back for whatever you need, scissors or whatnot. So like I said, I've got 6 of these, and I've also got a few little scissor pouches and maybe some bags. We'll see. But Etsy shop will be updated for everybody. I got a few DMs saying, oh no, I missed them. I've had a look at Etsy and they're not there. Yeah, they never were. I'm really sorry. I never did them. But yes, season 2 of the podcast. Oh, that's what I wanted to say. I wanted to say goodbye. Mel Brown of Mel Brown's podcast has just ended season 2 of her podcast. I'm starting season 2. We're going to have a new place, not a new format, because, you know, this is just me talking. I'm not a podcast professional. I don't think I ever will be. But it's been nice to not have to sit on my living room floor. I can't sit there forever. But yeah, I need some ideas of what I can do with my room. It's very echoey at the minute. There's nothing on the walls. I might make myself a nice little cushioned area. Give myself some cushions, maybe a couple of shelves. I don't know. We'll decide and see how it goes. But thank you so much for joining me again, guys. It's really nice to be able to catch up with everybody. And as usual, if you got all the way to the end, thanks for staying. Thumbs up for me if you can, and subscribe if you already haven't. And if you've got time, maybe you could leave the advert running at the end and see if we can watch adverts on the way to getting me a sewing machine. It's going to take about 5 years. Thanks for joining me again, guys. I'll see you again soon. Bye.